Hello, everybody, and welcome to Late Night Podcast with me, your host, Gurk, and my three co-hosts, Kason,
Hello.
Rex,
Hello.
and Storm.
Again, Storm, stop it.
Storm, please.
Yeah.
You are hurting not just my ears, but also the viewers' ears.
Do note that
Anyways.
this is not the first time that we've had to redo this over and over again.
Yes,
Not
because
my
of
fault that
Storm.
we've had to read
You
it.
know what? We're blaming Storm now. It's Storm. It's your fault.
Fine then, I
blame
will
you,
just
Gert.
speak Simlish this entire time.
All right.
Oh,
Anyways, last time we left off watching Disturbing Things from Around the Internet, Volume 6. Today we are going to be reacting to Disturbing Things from Around the Internet, Volume 7, so that we can kind of complete this journey of ours, delving into the deepest, darkest secrets of the Internet has to hold. But without any further ado, I believe we will begin. If all of you can tune into the stream, we will begin. 3, 2, 1. Also, I will be muted during the video, so as to...
Full screen it.
Yeah, do what Storm says. He always knows what's best.
that is not true, Kazen.
I mostly know what's
It's
best.
true
No matter
enough.
who you are, stumbling upon a mystery or something completely ominous can absolutely
Oh
pique your
goddamn,
interest.
door do be closing.
Something about the darker, more mysterious side of the world has the power to endlessly spark our curiosity as we all try to grasp whatever it is that we stumble upon in order to make some sense out of it. Using the internet for ordinary things like social media, sending emails, and entertaining ourselves is surely commonplace these days. However, the underbelly of the internet is right there under our nose, and often hiding in plain sight. Welcome back to Disturbing Things from Around the Internet. If you're new, this is my series that showcases strange and disturbing internet events and mysteries in a list-like format. If you'd like to get caught up, I have 6 other episodes in a playlist on my channel that'll surely keep you up at night. With that out of the way, it's time, once again, to dive into 5 more hand-picked and disturbing things from around the internet.
That background messes with my eyes.
Number 1
Yep.
on our list involves a
I heard
post
they
that was
are
made
That's
about
not-
a year
that's-
ago
that's
to
not
the
what I-
paranormal board on Reddit. There, a user by the name of Drudagon17 made a plea asking for some input on a few incredibly ominous screams that he'd caught on camera.
Screams?
Titled, What's Causing These Screams?
Excuse me?
This. So I'm not really sure what this is. I've had a lot of people tell me different things, but no one really knows for sure. Maybe someone here could help me shed some light? Earlier in the year, I went on a long road trip across the states, mainly visiting the national parks and a few cities along the way. Towards the end of the trip, we found ourselves staying in the small town of West Yellowstone. This appeared to be an ideal base while we explored Yellowstone National Park. We booked into a pretty creepy but cheap motel just off the main street for a couple
And
nights.
that's your first
Me and my
fault.
fiance had one room, my
Yeah,
parents another.
I don't blame them.
On the first morning there, we planned to get up early, catch the sunrise, and hopefully spot some of the local wildlife, so our alarms were set for 5 a.m. At about 4:45 a.m., I was woken up by a loud banging on the door, followed by crying and shouting. I instantly jumped out of bed thinking the worst had happened. I opened the door to my mom in a state of panic, saying, "There's someone screaming. A woman screaming."
You.
There, clear as day,
Is when you
screaming.
call the
It
police.
sounded like it was within 100 feet of us. Mom claimed it was happening for the last 30 minutes. We wanted to call the police, but
And
had no
she-
phone signal, no phones in the rooms.
Storm, would you mind getting back from your mic? You're very loud.
With this, his post contained a
I'm
link
not
to an
close to my
unlisted video
mic, I
on
just have a
YouTube
good
that
mic.
gives us a first-hand account at what he'd experienced. In it, we can hear the screaming
Video.
that he's been asking about,
Oh,
and it's
no.
absolutely something that would halt me in my
God,
tracks
I'll
if I
try
were
and
ever to
talk
hear
lighter.
this.
Here, I'm gonna pause this real quick. Anyone that is uncomfortable with this kind of stuff, please either stop watching because there's going to be a lot of this, or you can scoot ahead a few if you just want to skip this part. Because I know screaming can be very uncomfortable to most.
We can
Including
stop being a little piss baby.
Myself.
Shut up, Storm.
Listen,
Listen.
You hear that?
Oh, hey.
Okay, think about this. Could be a mountain lion.
I mean, yeah,
That's
they are.
true.
They are out there.
No, that's not a mountain lion. That doesn't sound like a mountain lion.
That sounds like
The
someone who's
strange part
panicked.
about this is that there are no direct cries for help, and he addresses this further on in his Reddit posts. There's no help me, no get away, nothing. Just the manic screams of someone or something clearly in distress. Theories have been thrown up left and right regarding this. Some say it could be methamphetamine abuse, others have claimed it could be someone going crazy. It could be a fox, someone getting murdered, or even a skinwalker. Take that for what you will.
Ooh.
It's not.
The video still has no
Hey.
true resolution, and
Hey, Storm, that's your expertise. Could that have been a skinwalker?
I don't fucking know.
Hey, skinwalkers are they're your expertise. You'd be the one to know.
I mean, they have the ability to mimic people, but also I don't think they're real.
Drudagon appears to still be looking.
The question
answers.
storms. No questions.
The baby monkey mystery?
Morbius. Oh, fuck, sorry.
Also, once again, that still looks like oil.
It looks
Yes,
like
it does.
jizz on a black tar pavement.
Over on the
Really
paranormal board of
slow.
Fortune, an investigation has been ongoing for about a year now that involves a very strange YouTube commenter community that seems to revel in various uploads of baby monkeys either being neglected, injured,
Oh,
or
fuck.
killed.
I've heard about this.
Large quantities of
too.
playlists
Yep.
and videos exist that are solely dedicated to their misery, and they all seem
These
to
are the
have
people I
deep
absolutely
sense of
like
audience.
want to beat the shit out of.
One example that
Oh
I'd
my
like to touch on is
God.
this channel by the name of Kill Baby Monkeys.
I want to kick their
Here,
goddamn
they have
fucking
a bunch
teeth
of
in.
playlists dedicated to various sadistic
Oh.
topics in relation to baby monkeys. And as we can see, these all have titles such as Baby monkeys having a bad time, baby monkeys suffering, baby monkeys are nauseating, dead monkeys, rotten little vermin make you want to kick them. And you get the picture. Now, most of the videos in these numerous playlists don't explicitly show animal abuse towards monkeys, but rather natural deaths due to other animals, and nature simply being nature. Also in these are ordinary feeding videos, rehabilitation, or those that show neglect by an owner. Now I just showed you a couple of quote-unquote ordinary monkey videos, and to be honest, these little guys are pretty cute. Not gonna lie, I'd love to have one as a pet.
No, you
But
don't.
that's besides the point. Interestingly,
Yeah.
quite a few
They're-
people in the
they're
comment
difficult
sections,
pets
like
from
we
what I hear.
established, think otherwise, and it's pretty unclear as to exactly why. On this
Some
video
people
here,
are
for
just
example,
sick.
titled Sasuke's George 12, we can see a pretty harsh roundup of comments. Some well-placed rat traps will take care of him waving his stupid monkey pecker all over the place. Snap. Get that damn filthy
Whoa.
thing off the
Oh,
table.
god
Go to the
damn.
table
I
and fill
wish-
up the jigsaw. It's party time. Death to monkeys.
God damn
Nice
it.
spelling.
This was
I-
just
ah,
one example
spelling.
video out of hundreds that this one YouTube account had compiled. With that being said, let's jump over to another video in one of these playlists.
The
just to
fuck
see a
did
few
a
more
monkey do
examples.
to them?
Here's a video
my
by a
fuck.
user named GGGY1004 titled Poor Baby Monkey 2012-26. According to the description, this baby was injured by another monkey and looks as if it's being consoled by an elder. Throughout the comments here, we can see a hefty amount of people expressing remorse for this little guy and hoping he's alright. As you might have guessed though, yes, the sadists are here. Would tie its nuts to bars that would teach it. A tormented, tortured, and suffering baby monkey is a joy to everybody who sees it. Funny videos in this collection.
Why?
Why are
So,
people like this?
what's up with these people? What's their deal? According to a viewer that reached out to me and the 4chan thread that this is being investigated in, it seems that they all hold a primary hatred towards baby monkeys and none else. Also, they're extremely open about their beliefs regarding them and have this undying obsession over wanting to see them and only them either in pain or dead. Theories circulating about this involve some
I
solid
wish
points.
that animal abusers in general would have to go through what they put their animals through.
Mhm.
I mean, it's only fair.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another life. Why? Who's to say I can't grab you by the neck, chain you outside on a hot day, not give you water?
Exactly. Anyways, let's continue.
Evidence surrounding them leaves much to be desired. Some have floated the idea that these could all be foreigners that simply consider these monkeys as pests, pickpocketing and destroying the structures that they live by. The thing about this is, though, that most of the names of these people seem to be in perfect English. It isn't like Google Translate English either. It all seems just ordinary, as if they're natively from an English-speaking country. With that being said, a user by the name of Kumbio Boombox on my subreddit explains that this simply isn't a sufficient or substantial, by any means, explanation for the sheer magnitude of the torture fantasies that these people engage in. A second theory about this involves the idea that sadistic pedophiles could be using these monkey videos as a parallel or proxy to real children. This is sort of tied to theory number 3, which we'll get to in a second, but it seems like these people have this undying vendetta against babies, and babies only. The third theory involves a possibility surrounding the uncanny valley, and how these primates tread in that gray area where some anti-competitor genes might come into play. It seems that these people could be seeing these little guys as some sort of an evolutionary threat, for some reason or another, as primates are the closest genetic relative to humans. Nonetheless, the community surrounding this strange phenomenon is very much still active in various YouTube comment sections, and while it's been shared throughout the past decade or so on numerous websites and subreddits, a true explanation for the reasoning behind this bizarre movement has been unclear, and remains as such to this day.
Arson. That's all I'm gonna say.
So, what'd you say, Storm?
Nothing.
Totally not suspicious.
Number 3 on our list involves a Facebook post by a user named Jose de Jesus. In it, he makes a post
Jesus?
claiming that, "I just got this image and video, very scary." Attached are 2 photos and 3 videos relating to an extremely high-speed race that was ongoing at night on a freeway. Itching for a bit of context, I did some digging on the situation, and it apparently took place in Cape Town on the N1 freeway. In the footage that was captured by spectators on an overlying bridge, we can see one of the cars lose control before brutally crashing into the median. While, yes, crashes happen all the time, this one is especially troubling when you consider the fact that the driver was seriously injured in a very disturbingly gruesome way. Before we get on to that topic, however, let's take a look at the crash footage itself.
Possible gore warning.
Yeah, yes, possible gore warning. If you're not into that, skip ahead.
Why do you gotta make it that way?
Ooh!
Ooh, fuck. That's why you don't race on streets.
Yeah, don't race on streets. Big thing. Yeah,
Do not
no.
do that.
You will die. I'm just gonna say it now. 90% chance you will die. I will have to say, though, he did kind of just delete the bush.
Or kill somebody.
Yeah, or kill somebody, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that car just flipped. I saw that car go flip airborne.
That car didn't
Yeah,
flip, it flipped multiple fucking times.
He's dead. There's no
Yeah.
chance.
No, he literally said that he
Oh.
got injured, and he got seriously injured. Not that he died.
Yeah, those bushes just got a rude awakening because of
Right.
that.
Kirk, stop
If
If we
worrying
go
about
by the image
fucking
attached to Jose's
agriculture.
Facebook post, we're able to conclude that this wreck happened at upwards of 192 miles, or 312 kilometers per hour.
God, fucking
A
damn!
very deadly speed to maintain. With this in mind, watching the video that the passenger in this car took during this race really puts the true danger of this into perspective.
Okay. Get ready for screaming. This might get bad.
Going so fast.
Yeah.
They are going.
Yeah,
over
don't
the-
go this fast in a car. You
What
go
if they
this.
fucking... What if there's like a sudden roadblock? You're just gonna plow through police?
I guess they wouldn't have a choice.
Oh, shit!
Oh,
Crap!
Oh my gosh. How did the
Jeez.
camera even survive that?
Yeah,
God damn.
must have been an android.
oh,
Shut up.
Watching
Built
both of
tough
those videos
storm.
were definitely some of the more disturbing things that I've ever seen on the internet. However, none of those compare to the third upload that this guy had in his post.
Oh
Like
no.
we established before, the driver was critically injured in his crash.
Get ready for gore. Get ready for gore.
How bad actually was
Gore
it?
warning.
Gore warning.
If
Gore
this
warning.
is
Gore
video is
warning.
anything to go by, then
He
it's safe to say
censored
that
it
he
with
was to the
Phil.
point where I wouldn't even want to be alive. I've seen my
Yeah.
fair share of gruesome and disturbing things on the internet, but this one absolutely takes the cake, as I couldn't even
Oh,
watch it
God.
for longer than a second. For that reason, I won't be showing the uncensored version to you, but rather
Thank you.
this
Thank you.
Facebook censored one.
Oh
In
no.
it, we can hear audio of the driver desperately clinging to life as doctors try to help him.
Get ready for
Scream
scream.
warning.
Scream. Yeah. Scream and gore warning. Severe scream and gore warning.
No, I imagine it's gonna be no gore.
Okay, no gore.
In the bits of this video that I was able to peek at, I noticed a huge piece of the car door frame jutting through this guy's head. I could go into further and more gruesome detail of this not safe for life image, but just know that this didn't kill him, and he is, to the fullest extent, in critical condition.
Oh.
Yeah, that man's
I
gonna be in
mean-
critical condition for the
The
rest of his
situation
life.
goes to show that when driving, it's
Yeah,
easy to get
don't-
brave.
don't do
it's
this,
easy
don't
to
do
constantly
this.
think, "Crap,
Yeah, I was
won't be me.
gonna say it's
Okay,
kind of
that's
his
fine.
fault.
I got this." But this type of thing can happen in an instant. These drivers, very idiotically, had absolutely no regard for their passengers or others on the road, and I'm
I got in a
incredibly
car
glad that there were no
crash that
innocent
totaled a
bystanders
car going
accomplished
fucking
within the
10
past
miles per
decade,
hour.
since if
Always
it
be
were,
safe,
absolutely,
because it
could
totaled the
have been way
car.
worse than it had.
Always be on the lookout.
Yeah, like if
Dry.
like there was
Driving is difficult, and anytime you think it's easy, you're doing something wrong.
yeah, it said that I think it's if you hit your gas tank and your engine at just the right angle at just the right time, there will be an explosion so big that you won't even have a second to die. It'll just be you're there 1 second, you're gone the next.
Anyways,
So, like, yeah. Don't mess around with cars, people. Don't, if you are underage, don't drive a car. If you're drunk, don't drive a car. Don't drive a car without a license. And if for some stupid reason you're gonna drive drunk, which you shouldn't, have at least one sober friend in the car to grab the wheel if you pass out. But still
No.
don't.
I
Like-
don't know. Have the sober friend drive.
Yeah. Alright.
Always have a A pre-planned driver. Forget me.
Yeah. Alright, let's continue.
Yeah.
Ugh. God.
Look, we got the black tar jizz again.
Back to Black Target. You can't say that. We can't say that.
Or black top jizz, sorry.
This fourth entry surrounds a video that was posted to YouTube in 2013.
Oh no, I know
The
this
title of
one.
it is Couple Drowns in Front of Camera. This 7-minute video.
Fucking excuse me?
This is gonna be real bad for some of you. I suggest you skip ahead. This is... Yeah, this isn't nice. This isn't good.
Shows the tragic turn of events that occurred while a couple, a 22-year-old by the name of Haitham Mohammed Dayan and his newlywed wife, whose name I was unable to locate, spend their 1-year honeymoon at a pond located in the Bait Bas area south of Sana'a, Yemen. This cell phone footage was taken by Haitham himself as he propped the phone up on a rock to film their embrace.
Okay, camera quality shit. Must be an Android.
Through the video, everything seems to be going just fine.
Or
the two having
Nokia.
what seems like a great time before Haitham appears to slip. Afterwards, you can see him attempt to cling to his wife in desperation before she's dragged into the water as well. Fighting for survival, the two then try their hardest to make it back to shore together, but that proved to be futile. After about a minute or so of panic and screaming, they both submerge, never to return to surface for the remainder of the video.
What the fuck?
The unfortunate part of this is that, had they not panicked, then they'd probably have had a chance to both make it back to shore, but in the moment, Haitham desperately grabbed onto his wife and resulted in her meeting the same fate as he.
That's
This video goes
bad.
to show that no matter who you are, you absolutely need to ensure that, when spending time in any body of water, whether it be a lake, pond, river, ocean, or creek, it's imperative that either precautions are taken or that you know how to swim on your own, as if this were the case here, this would have undoubtedly turned out very differently.
I almost drowned in a pool once.
What? What is that dude's major malfunction? It's like, okay, I'm gonna go into this pond. Do I know how to swim? No.
Brandon Lawson's final call. Okay, this is gonna be like the 911
This last
call.
entry has stuck with me
Go
for
to bed.
quite a while ever since I initially discovered it.
Oh god.
Of 2013.
You know whenever this guy
Brandon
fucking
Lawson
says.
That kinda looks like
got into a pretty heated
Storm.
argument with his long
That doesn't look like me. What?
You're
What?
right,
Needing some
Kirk. It
space
looks
and
like
time to cool
Storm.
off, he called his
Yeah,
dad
that
to
kinda
see
looks
if
like
he could make a
Storm.
3-hour drive over there. to
Ah,
see
yes, I look like Sal from Impractical Jokers.
Brandon embarked on his journey at 11:54 p.m. en route to Crowley, Texas. Just 40 miles later, though, he would suddenly run out of gas. After pulling over, he proceeded to call his brother, Kyle, for help, and once he arrived to assist Brandon, he was nowhere to be found. After searching for what seemed like hours, nothing was found. However, the very next day, the realization was made that Brandon had actually made a sudden call to 911 shortly after hanging up with his brother.
Oh.
In it, we can hear a very shaken Brandon try to explain the situation that he's been caught up in.
I'm gonna guess that somebody cut his fuel line and then they killed him.
Alright.
9/2013 0:50 and 38 seconds. 911 emergency.
Yes, I'm in the middle of the field. It's like we just pushed some guys over. Right here going towards Javelin on both sides. My truck ran out of gas. There's one part here. Got chased to the woods. Please hurry.
Okay, now run that by me.
We're not talking to him. I actually ran into him.
Ah, you ran into him. Okay.
That's the first guy.
Do you need an ambulance?
Yeah, no, I need the cops.
Okay. Is anybody hurt? Hello? Hello?
Good morning.
Hello?
Nope. You didn't even have time to.
Ran into him. Okay.
That's the first guy.
Do you need an ambulance?
Drop the first guy? That's what I heard.
No, he
Ah,
hit
you
the
ran
first
into him.
guy.
Okay.
Shh.
Oh.
That's the first guy.
Do you need an ambulance?
It's the second person. Oh,
Ah, you ran into him. Okay.
Got the first guy.
Do you need an ambulance?
There's a gunshot. Or I'm pretty sure.
Ah, you ran into him. Okay.
Got the first guy.
Do you need an ambulance?
he hit the first guy. What? Hold on. I'm betting what happened was he ran run out. Brandon runs out of gas, hits one guy. That guy's with another guy. What ends up happening is the second guy sees the injured guy on the ground. Second guy goes, "Protect yourself," pulls out his gun and shoots Brandon. Then they drag Brandon to wherever.
Or
That's what I'm betting.
he didn't run out of gas because they said he suddenly ran out of gas. I'm guessing is that these two people tried to what's it called when people like purposefully like throw shit in front of people's cars?
Oh, vandalism?
No, it's like when they're driving down the road so they can rob them.
Oh, I don't know.
They set up an
What?
ambush for him.
Yeah, they ambushed him. And then when things went south, they shot him.
Tons of speculation and controversy have arisen from this ominous 911 call, but the primary consensus surrounding it is that it's, to this very day, an unsolved mystery. Police, allegedly, were initially hesitant on considering this a missing persons case due to outstanding warrants that were issued for Lawson. They believed that he'd attempted to run off to get away from them and that he'd turn up sometime soon, but, as we know, this was not the case. You see, Brandon had 4 children who his relatives say he'd never abandon, and coupled with the strange reaction by police, it almost seems to some that this case was somewhat swept under the rug due to police disinterest. Hearing the frantic voice of Brandon play back is haunting. As the video pointed out, it absolutely sounds like he wasn't alone, and being so late in the night, it's chilling to contemplate on what could have really transpired on that late evening, just 40 miles from his home.
Scary. That's scary.
The underbelly of the internet, like we established, is a very interestingly ominous place. Strange and obscure posts, stories, and articles seemingly pop up every day, and tonight we were able to touch on a few of them. Thank you all for joining me in this 7th installment of Disturbing Things from Around the Internet. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you have any other strange, bite-sized mysteries and internet happenings that you'd like to see on a future episode, I'd love to check them out.
I don't like the music he's
With that
playing.
being said,
Me
thanks once again
either.
for watching. I'll see you in the
Wait,
next
is
one.
this?
I love you all,
Oh, it's DDLC.
and good night.
Well, it is, yeah.
I remember jamming to this though. Never mind, I like this.
Oh, that was creepy. Didn't like that, but all right. Ooh.
Let's move on to Volume 8.
Yes, volume.
I still think Volume 6. I think that was the one with the screamer with
Yeah,
like the lady
volume.
music.
Volume 6 was terrifying. I did not like Volume 6. That creeped the hell out of me.
Maybe we'll encounter one that's scarier.
Let's hope.
I hope so.
Yeah. We're just sadists. That's it. We're sadistic.
What, Gert?
Since the dawn of the
We're
internet,
sadists. That's why we're
data
doing
sharing across various mediums has been commonplace in many households around the world. Allowing everybody to become interconnected within a vast sea of endless information was absolutely inconceivable just a few short decades ago, definitely becoming
Weird
something that
robot.
we take for granted today, whether we realize
Reminds
it
me of
or not.
that reminds me of the game I have no mouth,
No
but I
mouth,
must
but-
scream.
Scream, yeah, I love that. I love the whole story.
I played that game. That was a creepy game.
I love the original story too.
Yeah.
I actually never played the game.
I suggest you
The
play it. It's
game.
very good.
Fun fact: the game actually ends way differently than the original. I have, but I must scream.
Yeah.
Like it actually ends on more like a hopeful note. No,
Yeah, no, not the original.
yeah,
ends
up killing the woman, and then being turned into a blob monster, and then he says, "I have no mouth, but I must scream."
No, he does that to the narrator.
Yeah, That's what I was saying.
You said the woman.
He kills the woman at the end.
Oh, I
The
thought
main-
you.
the
I
main
thought you
character-
said he turns the woman into the blob monster.
No, I was talking about the main character. Anyways, go.
Within this vast sea of surface-level internet content, an underbelly exists that harbors some of the darkest videos, images, posts, stories, and real-life situations.
Oh,
documented
hate
online.
that.
What is that?
These, for the most
No, I know that
part,
video.
are hidden away from
There's a
those looking for
possibility.
truth
There's a
and
big
digging.
possibility, yeah,
Luckily
that
for
it's
you,
fake.
Tonight,
Okay.
we're going to explore
I'm like,
a
I
file
hate
that I've
that.
recently come
Where's my
across.
shotgun?
Everybody, meet my
Welcome back
girlfriend.
to Disturbing Things from Around the Internet. This is a showcase series of various disturbing finds that I've stumbled upon online in the last few months. If you're new, this is part 8, so if you haven't yet, definitely go check out volumes 1 through 7 after this
Oh
video.
yeah, that reminds me. Yeah, once again, if you haven't already, I suggest you check out Nexpo. He has a lot of similar content to this, and it is really good. Once again,
Battle Pass.
if you haven't already, watch our previous episode where we have reacted to the rest of this series.
Battle Pass.
It gets very bad. Also, Storm,
Hey, yo,
shut up.
did you guys buy the late night Battle
Silence.
Pass yet?
Silence.
Because it's time,
Oh
once
god.
again, to dive into 5 more and
Shut up, Storm.
disturbing things
From around.
Hey,
the
Gurk.
on the internet.
That's the ocean.
I hate the ocean. I hate
No.
the deep ocean.
I hate the deep ocean. I have thalassophobia, but that's not the ocean.
Yeah.
Oh,
Water.
we're starting off good. I can already tell.
We're starting off real hot.
Number 1 on our list involves an upload by a user named Avalesser60. In July of 2011, they would post a video titled Dog Sees Ghost. At just 4 minutes long, the upload involves a woman that went to the kitchen late at night to grab a snack. On the way back to her room, she noticed her dog standing at the end of the hallway, staring at something.
If you listen close enough to the video,
Absolutely
he's
come
telling
to
you
her,
about the Battle
no matter
Pass.
what.
Shut up, Storm.
At this
Shut
point,
up.
she pulls her phone out to begin filming, realizing
Storm,
that
no.
something isn't right here.
Wolf.
Can you come over here now?
Dog.
Come here,
Dog.
Peach.
Dog.
Dude.
It's
Dude.
Cthulhu, and he's standing right there, right in front of everyone. Can't you see him?
That big body dog
Can
is
you
the
come
only
here?
one that can see him.
Oh, that's creepy. There's a dog barking outside my house right now.
Come here,
That's
Fish.
creepy.
All of a sudden, all dogs start barking in your neighborhood at the same time.
There was a
Okay.
creepypasta like that.
Smile pork.
Oh, dog.
I was like, oh hell no.
It's okay. Come on.
They're afraid
Nah,
of the
fuck you,
painting.
bitch.
They're afraid of the painting.
I'll never eat peanut butter again if I go with you.
That looks like my dog almost, but like smaller.
Eric, it is your dog.
No, it's not.
So it is the painting that's haunted. That's not a painting,
It's
is
okay.
it?
Come on.
Tell me about the Battle Pass.
If you listen close enough, he's telling you about the legendary Fortniter, Tyler
Come in,
Blevins.
mommy. Come in.
Tyler Ninja 11.
No, he's telling us about Morb. Storm, you get
Morbius.
Morbid.
Okay,
Stop.
let's get back into the mood. It won't
Yeah.
scare us if we are in the mood.
Come on. It's okay. Come in. Come on.
Oh, I thought there was something on the roof, but then I realized it was just a ceiling nipple.
Oh
Come
yeah.
here.
See, a nipple light, a boob light.
Come here.
Oh.
The dog is low.
That dog about to
It
get.
knows something.
That dog about to get eaten by something.
dragged
After a
into
couple
room.
minutes of this,
Yeah.
she eventually begins yelling out, "Leave my dog alone," convinced that she's accompanied by some sort of entity that's preying on her dog. Standing firm, she continues to convince it to come to her.
Your dog is developing Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
Good. I opened
Maybe.
your cabinet for you.
Oh, that's not.
Cabinet?
Still.
Power of the
Come
left.
That's probably worse than
Oh.
a ghost, Storm.
Alzheimer's?
Yes.
Come here, baby.
You won't even
It's,
know
it's
that
about that weird painting thing. It's that painting.
You won't even know what a ghost is if you have that.
Maybe he's barking at it because I think dogs can see red, and he Probably, and that's mostly red.
He's probably freaked the hell out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Smooch.
He's just barking at the painting, like,
Why you gotta keep calling your dog? Walk your ass over there, grab him, and what the fuck?
Just go to bed.
come on. It's just barking at the painting.
Oh, now she finally decides to, and then you never see the dog again.
The dog has disappeared.
The dog bolts into the next room and it's gone.
Oh,
It
God.
ran into
Like
the
we
back
just saw
room.
at the end, the dog never ends up following
Oh,
her
God.
command, ultimately retreating around the corner. The comments on this video are surprisingly sparse. Some were drawing parallels to their strange experience with their pets, while others were attempting to rationalize the situation. One commenter claimed that this wasn't the work of any sort of ghost at all, but rather, the dog was scared of the black box at the edge of the frame, or what it presumed to be a shadow in the kitchen. Now, in a way,
Or
this
the
makes
red
sense,
painting.
but they're hell-bent on staying on their side of the hallway at all costs. Dogs generally know their homes pretty well. What about this box or shadow would freak it out so much here? Also, we can notice that the dog stares up at the top right corner for most of the video, which makes it seem like whatever it's scared of isn't exactly on or near the floor.
It's staring at the
Nonetheless,
painting.
The video is strange, and at just over 1.5 thousand views in nearly 8 years, it definitely deserves some more insight. This dog saw something. What that something is, exactly,
Is a
is
painting.
unclear.
Is the
It might
painting.
sit
Yeah,
that
it's
way.
just barking at the painting. It's just freaked out about the
Good.
painting.
Because it can actually see the color. But if that painting was there before and it's never barked at it, then I'd be concerned.
Yeah. The woman,
Woman in the tree! The woman in the tree!
This second entry comes from a YouTube video that gained major traction a couple years ago. Over on the channel by the name of Jitu Kumar, a video was posted on October 1st of 2017, titled, Bital Woman Viral Video. This centers around a mysterious lady from the Bital village and carries with it an insane amount of questions. The video in question is 7 minutes long, and here we can see a shot of a woman in a white robe sitting in a tree. Nothing really all that out of the ordinary.
Excuse me,
In the next
Jesus.
couple minutes, we can see her
Get out of
making
my
her way up to
way.
the top, still relatively normal. Perhaps she's doing some sort of show or just enjoys climbing trees. Really, to each their own. The video
Yo,
begins
if
to
I
get
find-
strange though when you begin to take a look around the cameraman. Many are filming, which begins to drive home the idea that something just isn't right here. Around the
Doesn't
4
she,
minute
like,
mark,
scream at
something
people?
incredibly bizarre happens. She finally makes her way to the top and just stands there, motionless.
Be fair, if I was that high up, I would be standing still like a fucking pencil.
What's
Hoping
blowing my
that.
mind
Yeah,
about this
before,
entire
though,
thing,
I'm pretty sure
first
it's
and
good.
foremost,
Wouldn't.
is how she's managing to keep
Look
her
at-
balance
yeah.
all the way at the top of this large tree on such a small branch. It doesn't seem to bow, and it doesn't look like she has any support to keep her so still.
Yeah.
So what's going on?
Best
Maybe-
tree
That's a
climber in
tiny-
the world.
Curious
that's a
about the
tiny
context here.
branch.
I dug through the comments.
Yeah, but maybe she weighs like 80 pounds.
Some were simply writing this off as totally fake,
That's just weird.
while
That
others,
could be a thing.
like myself, were trying to get some backstory. What I was able to find, though, was a video by a channel called Viral V. They posted this footage as well, and made the claim that this woman was doing this because she was possessed by a spirit.
Ah, yes.
I wasn't able to find any
Damon!
definitive proof of this claim,
told
and
me
it could
to.
very easily be written off as mere
I
Yeah,
should
this-
generalization.
definitely take this
Itching for
advice
something
from
more
The
authentic.
spirit told me to climb the tree! Why? I don't know!
Storm, storm,
Other
storm.
videos of
Silence!
various people doing the exact same thing, all with crowds surrounding them, cheering them on, and filming.
They're
This
communing
leads me
with
to the assumption that this
the
has to
elder
be some
gods
sort
or
of
something.
ritual. Unfortunately,
What
Cthulhu
information
has moved
about
out of the
this
house.
ritual
Doing
is very
a
sparse
stunt.
online, so this is merely another theory. Nonetheless, the woman ended up making it back down safely. Whether this was the work of a demonic possession or a sort of rite of passage, this footage is bizarre, and to this day, remains cloaked in mystery.
Yeah,
She just got dared to climb the tree.
But how would
do
they
my
have
first
that
get
one
there. I had to go
stuff
get it.
up? Derek Medina. Oh. Hold on.
No, it's just my
That's
friend.
what I think it is. Hold on. This is what I
In
think.
August of
Medina.
2013,
Oh.
a Florida man named Derek Medina and his
Oh,
wife,
no.
Jennifer
It's a
Alfonso,
Florida man.
going about their
Florida.
lives after becoming
Florida.
recently remarried.
Dear
Maybe not
God.
those that knew them though. Their marriage
wait,
would
there's
soon
more.
begin to take an extremely grim turn.
Oh.
On August 8th, Derek would post a sudden Facebook status. From his cell phone, at about 8 p.m. that night, he would go forth to say this. I'm going to prison or death sentence for killing my wife. Love you
Ooh,
guys,
fuck.
miss you guys, take care of Facebook, you'll see me in the news. My wife was punching me and I'm scared. I'm not going to stand anymore with the abuse, so I did what I did. I hope you understand me.
Killing your wife is
Fittingly,
not.
his Facebook friends were shocked.
Well, hold
Was this
on.
some sort of joke? A hoax? Was he hacked? Not quite, as soon after this post went live, he'd contact his relatives, explain to them what happened, change clothes, and head over to the police station to turn himself in. During the initial investigation, authorities caught sight of security cameras that Medina had put up in their home. After confiscating that and going over the footage, we're able to see, firsthand, what actually played out that night.
Scream and gore warning. Yeah,
Probably not
Yeah.
gore, more scream.
you'd never know. Yeah, it's definitely scream warning.
Oh, that.
Okay, so somebody got violent.
Wait, he escalated it by bringing a weapon out and shooting her.
I don't think he escalated it.
Was she threatening him with a knife or something?
No, I think it pretty much de-escalated when she hit the ground.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Wait, so
Okay. He technically de-escalated it because he shot her to death.
It's a
It's
way
still
to solve
not.
a
That's
problem.
still not good.
I know it's not good. I'm
No.
not saying it is.
You really think Storm of all people that's good?
I'm not gonna justify somebody shooting anybody. You don't shoot people.
Murder bad.
What the hell happened between him and his wife?
You might notice in that video that after the smoke
Yeah.
flies up from the gunshots, he leaves the room before returning to take a second look at her. This wasn't just to take a second look. Remember that Facebook status that I mentioned prior from Derek? He posted another one as well.
Why
around
don't
the same
security
time.
cameras have
Each other posted
sound?
to him, we're able to see his deceased wife slumped back. The caption
Fuck!
attached to this was a grim R.I.P. Jennifer Alfonso. Since this happened,
No,
Derek
you
Medina
don't just
had,
say something
like we
like that whenever
established,
you-
turned himself in. Interestingly though, he pled in self-defense, claiming that she charged at him with a knife. Because of this claim, and the results of the investigation, he was convicted of second-degree murder, and ultimately was sentenced to life in prison.
Good.
Across the
good.
internet, you're able to find more surveillance videos of what actually went on behind closed doors in their home. These are hard to watch, but ultimately reveal that the domestic struggles that the two faced in their relationship were probably more common than we think.
Abuse, man. It just sucks.
Yeah.
On February 21st, 2018, in a northwest Dallas suburb, 2 house fires would occur in a residential neighborhood.
Oh, I know.
These
this
were
one.
later determined to be linked to a natural
I
gas
know a lot of
pipeline that
these.
runs straight through the community. 2 days later, a third
Often
incident
jerks
occurred
off
just
to
around the
people
corner.
dying.
Shut
On
up,
February
Storm.
23rd, the Rogers family's
Storm,
lives
why
would be
did you have
forever
to say
changed.
that?
Also,
when a
this
natural
happened in
gas
Texas,
explosion
so-
would occur within their home.
And he loves it when
Obviously,
people
the
die in
moments leading up to
Texas.
this
Shut
were
up.
actually documented by their 12-year-old daughter, Michelita. According to the Rogers family, she was recording iPhone videos early that morning for fun, goofing off and sharing her excitement as she got ready for a cheerleading event later that day.
Wait, I might actually know this one.
I don't think I do.
Okay, I don't.
Oh, yeah, I remember this one.
Yeah, I don't.
Association today. So I'm gonna start with here. Turn on my lamp because I don't want to turn on all of the lights. So I went ahead and connected my straightener, and I still
Wait,
have to.
wasn't there an
connect the
explosion?
curling iron.
Not yet.
I already got halfway started doing the braid.
After this, she would proceed to make a time lapse of the next few minutes as she got ready. The first few seconds of this seemed pretty ordinary, and there was absolutely no implication that anything had gone awry. Until one frame, when the camera goes dark.
Oh,
Oh. Yeah.
Her hair straightener probably heated up.
no.
Gas explosion.
Oh,
Oh.
Did they die?
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably.
This gas explosion had led to the passing of Michelita and the injury of her parents and brother. According to her mother, who was out of the room, this happened out of nowhere while she was asleep. Once it happened and she came to, her and her husband rushed over to their daughter to find her stuck under dresser drawers. After getting her out, they rushed her outside to firefighters who laid her on the ground, as she, at the time, was still alive. In the moments
Oh.
during this, her mother would whisper to her in Spanish, "Fight like a warrior," confident that she got the message. After being rushed to the hospital, about a half hour later, she was pronounced dead by doctors who claimed that her internal injuries were simply too severe. The explosion had decimated their house, causing the roof to cave in and for it to sit, to this day, in ruin. Since this haunting event, Michelita has become one of 9 people to have died by natural gas leaks in North Texas since 2006.
Uh-oh.
Since this, her mother has spoken out, claiming that it hasn't gotten easier. "Some days, I don't feel the damage in my body. I feel the pain in my heart." A lawsuit was later
I hope you
filed
don't
against the
live
Hammond
in
Center
northern
people in the
Texas,
neighborhood
Kirk.
replacing aging steel pipes
Yeah,
during
this
the
is-
days leading
this
up
is in
to
Dallas.
and on the date of her passing. Apparently, the
I
neighborhood
hope you don't live in
was
Dallas.
long neglected by the company, leading to the onslaught of gas-related incidents in the area. While the company has denied the claims, the lawsuit is still pending.
Yeah,
The passing of Michelita is undoubtedly
Atmos
something
and a bunch of other gas companies that are in Texas are yeah, they're not exactly the best,
The best.
business model. You know,
They're questionable.
They cut corners because it makes them the most money. Granted, that's
And then
most
something explodes and they don't learn their lesson.
Yeah, no.
They try to
'Cause
cover it
chemical-
up properly.
Just wait until an entire neighborhood explodes.
then they'll feel it.
no
Yeah.
family
Yeah.
should ever have to endure. She fought
Then
like a
they'll feel it
warrior,
when
but
all of their
seeing as she was at
businesses-
the very epicenter of this
Yeah, and the
fire,
wrath of God
shielded
comes
by
down on
any
him.
walls or barriers, her life had come to an end in one of the most tragic ways imaginable.
That does suck, though.
That would fuck die, but I guess.
Travis?
Travis?
Hey, that's my boyfriend's name.
A
Travis
widow named
Scott.
Sandra Harold and her pet chimpanzee,
Oh,
Travis,
what?
have lived together in
Okay.
Stanford, Connecticut
Oh,
since 1985.
Storm.
I
that
know
takes
this story.
Storm. That takes on a whole new meaning for you. Just gonna say.
No.
With your comment
no.
earlier.
I know exactly what story this is too.
Yeah.
Storm.
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 Alright,
There, I forgot about the chimpanzee's name.
let's continue.
Having raised
Jesus
him with her
Christ.
late husband since he was just days old, Sandra often referred to Travis as more of a son than a pet. They'd often bring him along to work and a shopping
Then he
trips around
fucking
town.
tore a woman's
Having been
face off.
socialized around humans for his
Exactly,
entire
that's what
life,
happened.
the Heralds maintained a growing trust in what they believed to be his
Hate
extremely
that.
calm and well-trained demeanor.
Get your
Yeah,
baby out of the
it wasn't very
monkey's
well
hands. That monkey will kill the baby.
Notion would be
Silence.
thrown into a tailspin
Pretty
when a
sure-
friend by the name of Charla Nash would visit them. At around the same time she'd arrived, Travis had gotten a hold of Sandra's car keys and left the house. Noticing that Charla was holding a Tickle Me Elmo, Travis's favorite toy, he brutally attacked her, latching his hands onto her face and pulling it apart, piece by piece.
Oh, you were serious.
At this point, Sandra would grab a butcher knife and run out
We
to
were
begin
serious.
stabbing him in an attempt to get him to stop. This ended up being futile though, as it only made him angrier. Since this was the case, Sandra rushed back to grab the phone. She dialed 911 and in a desperate plea, manically described the situation as it was unfolding in front of her.
Grab a gun!
Scream
sure the-
warning.
Stand for 911.
Pretty
where's
sure
the
it was on
emergency?
drugs.
Yeah,
too.
very much scream warning.
231 Rock Criminal Road.
What's the
Send
problem?
the police. Send the police.
What's the problem there?
The chip killed my friend.
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please.
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
Send the police out
He's dead.
with a
You
gun.
fucking said it!
Who has a gun?
Please hurry up. He's killing my girlfriend.
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend.
Who's killing your friend?
My chimpanzee.
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend.
He ripped her apart. Hurry up.
With a gun.
Hurry up, please.
There's someone on the way.
With guns, please. You shoot him.
What is the monkey doing? Tell me what the monkey's...
He ripped her face off.
He ripped her face off?
He's trying to attack me. Please,
Okay,
hurry.
I need you to calm down a little bit. They're on the way. Can you put yourself away? I don't want the monkey attacking you.
Please, hurry up. Listen to me.
They're on the way, ma'am.
Guns. They gotta shoot him, please. Please, hurry. Please tell him. Please tell him to kill him, please.
They did, Sandra. They're shooting at him already, okay?
But he's not dead.
I know. They will continue until he's dead, okay? I just need
Oh,
you to
monkey.
follow me and
They
breathe.
think she's crazy.
He's not dead. He's not dead. Oh, God.
That guy still thinks she's crazy, but she's not.
Yeah.
When the police arrived, Travis, after engaging with the officers, was shot numerous times,
sorry.
which resulted in his death. As for Carla, her face was completely ripped off, and she was immediately rushed to the
damn.
hospital, where she underwent over 7 hours of surgery on her face and hands. According to medics, she lost her hands, nose, eyes, lips, mid-face bone structure, and maintained significant brain injuries. A few weeks
Holy
later, it was
shit.
announced that she'd be blind for life. Afterwards, she was offered the opportunity to undergo experimental transplant surgery due to the extreme nature of her injuries, and this seemed to be successful. Until later, when her body began to reject them, resulting in her undergoing even more corrective surgery.
Man, that
According to
sucks.
toxicology reports, shortly before this incident, Travis had been given a mixture of prescribed Xanax and tea.
I mean, if that was her most recent, for someone who had their
believed
Storm.
to be the cause of his manic episode, as the drug causes paranoia and hallucinations in chimpanzees.
I want to roll back.
Sandra's attempt at treating his Lyme disease. This is widely believed to be the cause of his. Shortly before this incident, Travis had been given a mixture of prescribed Xanax and tea in Sandra's attempt at treating his Lyme disease. This is widely believed to be the cause of his manic episode, as the drug causes paranoia and hallucinations in chimpanzees. In 2009, the Nash family would file a $50 million lawsuit against Sandra Harold. A year later, though, at age 72, Harold would pass away due to a ruptured aortic aneurysm. Because of this, the Nash family ended up reaching a settlement with Harold's estate, which was valued at about $4 million. Charla Nash is, to this day, still undergoing recovery efforts from the attack. What played out on the night of February 16th, 2009 is incredibly tragic and will undoubtedly remain in the back of her mind for the rest of her life.
I mean, for someone who had their entire middle skull ripped out, she doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
I'm just being honest.
The internet is a beautifully
After,
enigmatic
like,
place. all over it.
Like,
We're able to find
a
oddities
lot of
buried within
surgery.
its darkest corners, and tonight, we've touched on 5 of them. Thank you so much for joining me in this 8th installment of Disturbing Things from Around the Internet. If you know of any other bite-sized discoveries that you'd like to see on a future installment, definitely throw them my way on Twitter or via email.
Chimpanzees are strong,
With that
dude.
being said, thanks once again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I love you all.
Monkeys
And
are
good night.
cute and whatever, but they're also fucking terrifying.
Because they have no moral compass.
And
Takes 10
I
minutes to
think-
take down a silverback gorilla.
we have enough time to start one.
We're already at 55 minutes.
Oh, I thought we were gonna go till 8, but okay.
No, we're already at 1 hour.
Oh yeah, 7:55. All right, yeah.
All right. Well, also everyone stick after I stop recording. Anyways, thank you everyone for watching. We hope you enjoyed. I know this episode was a bit of a lackluster in the beginning, but I hope you enjoyed nonetheless. I also hope that you watch our other videos, our past videos, and hopefully you subscribe, like, hell, even share if people even still do that anymore. At this point, I have no clue. But, yes, would you guys like to say goodbye?
Hey, mate.
Bye.
Humor.
Alright, thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you next time.